Hey guys, Ryan here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how to make looting way easier in Warzone 2 by just changing a couple key settings and by focusing on a couple key things. So we're going to start off by talking about these settings, and these are mainly for controller players. So you're going to want to go to the controller section and scroll almost all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to find a setting called Interact Reload Behavior. You're going to want to put it on Prioritize to Interact or Tap to Interact. What this setting does is that means when I'm going through this bag and I'm looting, all I have to do is tap the loot button to pick up the loot, and this is so much quicker and more efficient rather than having to hold down the button to loot things. Now, the second setting we're going to talk about is going to be in a completely different section. You have to go over to the Advanced tab, and once again you're going to kind of scroll almost all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to find this setting that's going to be called Backpack Alternate Control. So this means that when you're in the backpack, rather than having to use your D-pad to loot, you can use your left stick to loot, and this is so much better. If you're a mouse and keyboard player, looting's already a little easier than it is on controller, and that's why I don't have any fancy settings or anything like that. But that's what this next section of the video is for, because a lot of looting is just mentally looking for the right things, knowing what to prioritize, and just having your loot organized before you even ever touch a body and have to even worry about filling up your bag. To make this simple, I made 3 looting rules. Number 1 is avoid excess ammo, number 2 is know your priorities, and number 3 is stop ignoring plates. Let's begin with the excess ammo one. When you're running around at the beginning of the game, and let's say you just picked up an AR and an SMG, stop picking up random bullets. Stop picking up sniper bullets, stop picking up shotgun bullets, stop picking up launcher bullets. If you are not using that gun, it is just taking up inventory space that could be used for plates, airstrikes, self-revives, or whatever. Now this doesn't mean you can't carry extra assault rifle ammo or extra sniper rifle ammo on you if you're using it a lot. There's many times when I'm using the RPK, I'm going to 100% try and bring in extra 210 assault rifle rounds because that's just smart. That's just an easy way to ensure I have enough ammo to actually win the game. But it also makes sure that I'm not wasting inventory space by having shotgun shells that do nothing for me. Now, there is a caveat to this, and if you're carrying 3 weapons in your backpack, let's say you have a sniper, an assault rifle, and an SMG, you're going to need to carry the sniper rifle ammo as well in your backpack, so do keep that in mind if you plan to run 3 weapons. So just to recap this tip, just really make sure you stop grabbing ammo for guns that you aren't using because it's taking up space, it's not really helping you, and it's just a waste really. But now let's get into the second tip I want to talk about, and that's know your priorities. So before you ever touch a bag of loot, you have to know what you need for loot. If you don't have gas mask and you need one, that's what you're looking for. So when you open up that bag and you see that golden durable gas mask, grab it immediately. If you're looking for plates because you have no plates and it's getting to the late game, grab those plates and get out. Don't worry about the other small things that aren't important. If you're looking for score streaks, if you're looking for a munitions box, an armor box, whatever, know that. If you're looking for multiple things, know what you're looking for. Have a checklist and prioritize the things that you don't have that you need immediately. And if you have the extra time, then you can kind of go through, see the little extra things, maybe think about like, oh, I could grab the sniper they have and put that in my backpack type thing. But in the moment, when you're in the middle of a fight and you need to loot quickly, or you just need to make sure you grab that loot and go, make sure you know what you want to grab. In the late game, I'm often searching bodies to see if they have a durable gas mask, because the difference between a normal gas mask and a durable is absolutely insane and can be game changing and game winning if you end up finding that durable. One thing I found that really helps with this is make sure you're often just pulling up your inventory and making a mental checklist of what you have, what you need, how many plates you have, what score streaks you have, those types of things. By knowing what you actually have, that's going to give you the intel on what you need to get from the bodies, what you need to get from crates or whatever. It's going to make sure that you don't look over something, that you didn't miss some plates that you really needed. And this is something I actually see a lot, and this is why my third tip was stop ignoring plates, guys. I can instantly tell the difference between a really good player and a really bad player when I kill them and I go to their body. When I go to a body and it has like 4 self-revives and 3 precision kill streaks and no plates, I know that's a bad player. When I go to a body and they have 15 plates, a self-revive, a precision, and a precision on their body as well, I know they're a good player. You know how I know? because they know how to balance having a ton of plates, one of the most important resources in the entire game, as well as having a good balance of score streaks, of tacticals, or whatever. If you are overloading your backpack and you are not including a lot of plates, you're doing yourself a disservice. In my example of a player who had a bunch of self-revives and precision airstrikes and whatnot, what happens when they take a sniper bullet to the head and they lose all of their plates? What are they going to do without any plates? Are they just going to sit there and spam score streaks and hope they never have to shoot their gun the whole time? Because they're not even going to be on any equal footing. They're not going to really have a chance to kill anyone because they're not going to have plates. Like, this is what confuses me so much. If you are not having that many plates in your bag, I mean, you should have a bare minimum 9 plates if you can help it. There's a lot of times you can't help it. You've used them, you can't find them with loot. I've run into that plenty of times. But if you have a choice, you should try and get at least 9 plates, in my opinion, because that's pretty much what we were working with in Warzone 1 when we had an armor satchel. And that's the bare minimum of plates you should have in my eyes. I'm often running 15 to 20 plates based on how big of a backpack I have. I always try and fit in at least 1 score streak, 1 munitions, 1, smoke grenade. I always do try and fit in some tacticals or stuff that is going to help me in the late game. But I always make sure to prioritize plates because plates are so much more important than people realize. And I don't know why people don't think of it. Now, I do have to say, this does depend on your playstyle though, and I would not blame people if they're going for a nuke in particular for running a little different of a setup, so just keep that in mind. I'm not going to make this video too crazy in depth because everything from here on out will just be subjective opinions and I don't want to get too much in that. Anyways guys, I hope you understood this basic guideline. I hope you understood how to loot more efficiently and better from this video. It's been Ryan. I hope you have a good day. Peace.